Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new Bedwars guide, and today we are making a brand new grinding tutorial because the strategies that I made in my last video in January are a little bit outdated now, and there are some better strategies now. Just for reference, using this strategy I have managed to get a minimum win rate of 12 wins an hour and sometimes 13. And on my first day of using this, my first time using this, I got a 54 win streak, and the second time I got 20, but this amazing person ended it. However, aside from that, I've really had good success with the strategy, and I think you could too, so which is why I'm making a video about it. Enjoy. Alright, so step 1, and a lot of people don't actually do this, there's two options you can use. One of them is 12 rushing, which is my personal favorite, and a lot of people actually just get 48 and put end stone and then either get a stone sword or rush, or just rush with the wool. So you can either put end stone defense. This is more for people who fail a lot with their first rush because they're not that good at PvP, and then rush, or you can 12 rush, get your neighbor, and usually your neighbor will not actually have a defense because 12 rushing is quite fast. I don't recommend 8 rushing since say your neighbor also rushes you, then you can't really bridge that much higher than them. But yep, that's a strategy. If you fail while bridging, I actually recommend just placing a bit of a misplaced defense already, since that's the next step in the strategy. Once you eliminate your neighbor, you will take the diamonds back. Usually you get 2, sometimes 3 if you're a bit slower, and then you place a misplaced defense. Now I'm a little bit off I guess track with my whole game right here, but usually you would rush your neighbor, win against your neighbor, go back, take the 2 diamonds, get prot, and put a misplaced defense. Then obviously once you're done with that, you have to rush your next neighbor, make sure you get iron armor, and you can even get shears, you can even get fireballs on this map since it's fast iron, and then you can rush. Lots of things you can do. You can fireball jump, do all of that. You can always try and speed up your game. The good thing with this map is, one, you can get through that section with basically no blocks, and you can fireball jump the gaps in between. And if you go middle, you can also fireball jump that, so you can really speed your game up and also surprise your opponent. I'm gonna miss, get him out, and as you can see, we just have pink. I'm gonna get rid of pink, and that should be pink gone. Alright, now we have a few teams left, blue and green, who are still fighting since they are in the same quadrant. And another great thing about this map is you can actually get decent win streaks on this, since it's not a map like Solus or Lighthouse where you can sometimes get 2v1'd a lot. On this map, I guess the map is sectioned out, and you basically, there's not that much, it's less luck based and more, I guess, skill based and speed based, which is one of the great things about this map. If you're fast enough and good enough, I guess, you will do quite well. Now I've taken pink, or not pink, what's his name, yellow out, and I have 2 options. I can either rush him. I'm probably not going to do that since I don't have a pickaxe and he has clay, but I'm going to use these 2 emeralds and I'll get something with that. And I'm going to also buy sharpness, and I'm actually just going to get that, get some of this, and get a jump potion. Always buy jump potions when you can. They're just extremely useful for just winning fights. For example, you go up and you go down. Got a few hits on him. Nearly died. However, I can go up, kill an apple. I can go down, kill him. Jump potions are extremely useful, and even if you have a bed, I recommend if you're going through middle, say if you're cross mapping since your other neighbors haven't taken out their opponent yet, or if you're just cross mapping for whatever other reason, you can always get emeralds and then buy a jump potion through them. Okay, I got a hit on him. No, I didn't. I'm gonna just pre-gap again. Go down. He's learned a bit. He's a bit better now since he went back inside. However, it's too late. I just have an amazing advantage on him with my sharp iron sword and prot. Broke is better than the pickaxe. Pickaxes are pretty useful on this map as well as axes, since people do get iron defenses because it's a fast iron map. Shears are extremely useful as usual, especially since people also use wool a lot, especially a lot of good people. Shears can really catch them off guard. Firewall jumping again can also do that. And as you can see, this is a bit of a longer game, mostly because I failed my first rush thing. However, as you can see, this is looking like around a bit under or a bit over a 5-minute win. Blue is right here, and I'm gonna try not to play dumb. Okay, he's stuck in a block, which means he's not gonna take knockback. I'm gonna just go apple. Okay, got him. And we're gonna go up. Another thing shears can be useful for is just mining blocks in general if you run out of blocks, which really shouldn't happen, but if you do, shears can be useful for that. And as you can see, here's some weird wood ladder defense. And we can get him here, break his bed. Ladders don't really do anything, you can just mine on the sides. And this is an easy win. Alright, I'm definitely going to record another game since that other game did not really go to plan. I fell into the void, my first rush didn't exist, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to 12 rush. Another thing 12 rushes can be useful for is, say, if you have an opponent and he's not 12 rushing, you will be much faster than them if your line is pretty decent, and that speed advantage will let you kill them, or give you a second chance to kill them if you fail. As you can see, we've gotten his bed. He hasn't even started going out. And we should be able to take him, and that's the first rush done with. We're going to get Iron Sword, Fireball, and some Wool, and this is going to be our Fireball, and for our defense, our Wool, and let's see how fast we can get this game. 2 diamonds. If you're fast, you will only manage to get 2, and in this case, I recommend getting Prot. If you're fast enough, you don't really need to worry about your bet going anyway, since you should be fast enough to make sure no one's actually going to 2v1 you. And a lot of people complain, say I get 2v1'd, and on Solus and Lighthouse, this is actually a fair concern you make, and then you just have to say, oh, just get better at clutching. But on this map, you just need to be faster, and if you're fast enough, you're not going to have to worry about 2v1ing most of the time. Now, green is still at his base, which means white's a bigger threat since he's actually rushed people. So we're going to go white. You don't need to use a fireball. However, if you want to speed up your games, you can always just fireball jump. It's good to get good at them as well, since I should have taken the diamonds. I didn't. I'm not really going to go down and go back up. However, probably not going to make too much of a difference in this game. It looks like I should be able to get a good clean. White made this nice bridge with Aqua. Shame he got side rushed. That's an issue. Obviously, that's where you can get 2v1, but usually you're not going to get side rushed. People who side rush on Apollo are just a bit weird. And obviously in that case, you can just go middle. A lot of people don't actually go middle immediately in this game. So if you lose your bet early, you can go middle and normally have a pretty good coverage of middle. Fireballs are great at middle, since if you get chased, you can always fireball jump away. I'm just gonna do that, try and knock him off the side. That's a great strategy with fireballs. You can just knock them off the side if you aim it well. He disconnected. Thankfully, Hypixel did this great update where if they disconnect, you still get the final kill. Amazing. And as you can see, it's been 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I've gone around the entire map from my base to white and pink to yellow and aqua. And now I'm going to go to green, and this looks like a 3-minute game. And this is ideally what the ideal game should look like. He's going to go here. I'm probably not going to waste time. You see, in this map, you actually get from one end to the other end quite fast, so by the time I break his bed and void, he's probably going to be near my bed already, so I'm not going to waste time killing him and going back to his bed. We're going to void, look at him, and he's already near my base. I don't have trap, obviously, however, he has no gear. He doesn't even have shears, which is quite dumb considering I have a misplaced wool, and he started mining at the front. That's another reason my misplaced is good, and that is 3 minutes 15-second game. That is actually about it for the video. I try to make this a bit of a short one since sometimes I can drag on. A few other things to talk about. If you're clutching, go middle, and always, if you don't have enough emeralds for a pearl, get jump, or invis is usually after you have enough emeralds for a pearl. But yeah, jump. If you have 4, obviously pearl, it's amazing to have that second life. Pearl, jump, and invis is also quite useful later in the game since you can surprise attack someone. KB sticks are useful if you're struggling to kill someone, especially with jump. That's a great combination. Obviously, for getting 2v1'd in the rare case that happens if you're slow or something like that. Go middle. Do not try and save your bed since that's just getting yourself in a trap. Obviously, utilize TNTs, not so much TNTs but more fireballs since it's a fast iron map to your advantage. There's a few maps that you can actually consistently get win streaks through playing fast, because say a map like Rooftop, you obviously will want to play similar and fast. However, you can get 2v1. Speed isn't as important because you get 2v1 and the map, it just isn't as connected. Of course, Rooftop is great because it's an amazing map for clutching with the rooftops and the buildings, and if you want to know more about that, you can watch my last video where I 1v1 Hoshido. You can see all about why Rooftop is great for clutching. Airshow obviously exists, and that's definitely the best of win streak map, since it's the perfect balance of all the two, I guess, worlds of speed and win streak. And that's about it. Let me know any questions you have about the strategy, and let me know how you do with it.